Lawyers and accountants spend too much time drafting documents, responding to emails, and summarizing information. But what if AI could do that for you in seconds? In this video, I'll show you how to write ChatGPT prompts that actually work for your legal or accounting practice. Now, we're starting small today with the basics of effective prompting. But as this series continues, we'll dive deeper into automation, workflow integrations, and advanced AI-powered productivity tools. First, let's make sure you're set up with ChatGPT. If you've never used it before, here's how to get started. Go to chatgpt.com. Click Sign Up if you're new, or log in if you already have an account. You can sign up using Google, Microsoft, or your email. Next, we're going to look at the interface. So in the center of the screen, this is your chat conversation, and the bottom is where you type in your actual prompt to ChatGPT. On the left-hand side, you'll see a sidebar where you can access chat history, settings, and upgrade options. And then you also might get a regenerate button. If a response isn't quite right, you can regenerate a new one. So let's talk about the free versus the paid accounts. Which one should you use? With the free plan, you can get ChatGPT, which works for basic tasks but can be slow and less accurate. I recommend you get the Pro plan, which costs $20 a month. This gives you the latest ChatGPT, which right now is 4.0, and which is more accurate and reliable responses. It handles complex reasoning better and faster response times. So, if you're using ChatGPT for client emails, legal research, or tax compliance, upgrading to ChatGPT 4.0 is worth it. Now that you're set up, let's talk about prompting. A prompt is just a set of instructions you give AI to get the best response. Think of ChatGPT like an intern. If you give vague instructions, you get vague results. But if you give it clear, structured instructions, you'll get responses that actually help you. So let's look at some of the basics of a good prompt. 1, you want to be specific, but not too long. So a good prompt would be like, summarize this 3-page tax document into 5 key points a client would understand. Where a bad prompt is something like, explain this tax document, which is just way too vague. 2, you want to provide some kind of context. For example, act as an estate planning attorney. Explain this clause in plain English. Or, you are a CPA. Draft a client email explaining IRS charges and changes to deductible expenses. 3, use role-based prompts. So, for example, act as a legal expert. Summarize this contract clause. 4, you can specify the output format. So, for example, it could be list 3 key takeaways in bullet points. Or write this as a client-friendly email response. And 5, you can iterate and refine. So make this explanation even simpler for a non-technical client. Might be a follow-up prompt. So what are some common prompting mistakes that you want to avoid? First, being too vague. Something like, explain this contract, where AI doesn't know what level of detail you need. Or don't be too broad, like, what's new in tax law? AI gives a generic answer instead of what actually matters for a CPA. Or multi-step confusion. So something like, summarize this case and compare it to another. You want to actually break it into 2 separate prompts for clarity. So what are some legal and accounting use cases? For lawyers, you could draft a quick legal opinion on a new regulation. So an example prompt might be something like, summarize the key changes in the latest estate planning law and explain its impact on small businesses in Washington state. Keep it concise but legally accurate. For accountants, you want to summarize the key tax law changes for a client newsletter. So an example prompt might be, you are a CPA, write a 150-word newsletter update for small business clients about the 2024 IRS tax deduction changes. Keep it simple and engaging. Before we wrap up, let's quickly recap what makes a great ChatGPT prompt for lawyers and accountants. 1. Be specific but not too long. 2. Provide context so AI understands the task. 3. Use role-based prompts. 4. Specify the output format. And then 5. You want to iterate and refine your prompts for better results. Now that you know how to write better prompts, our next video will take it a step further. We're going to give you real-world assignments so you can practice these skills and see instant results in your legal or accounting work. Drop a comment below. What's one task in your practice you'd love AI to handle for you? And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the hands-on AI exercises in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.